So this video is sponsored by Pionex, one of the exchanges I use all the time. It's one of the main crypto brokers to Binance, so the volume is very high. The main thing that sets them apart though is that you can use free trading bots, a variety all designed to benefit from different market behaviors, whether that's up, down or sideways. You'll get 20% off all your trading fees for life with my link in the description. And if you join the Telegram, a lot of us already use it, so if you've got questions we can try and help you out. Hello everybody, welcome back. So we're going to have a look at the ICP chart, which is something that I've been saying we'll be looking at, essentially buying a bottom. Let's buy the bottom. I've bought the bottom and I bought it to quite a large extent. And to be fair, when you're buying a bottom, it could be a very testing time to buy a bottom because, well, no one wants it and everybody calls you, an idiot, or everybody's saying get into sheep, man, get into sheep, or all these meme coins, metaverse, and I'm like, all right, okay, it's just not for me. Trading charts is my thing, not trading trends, really. Well, I suppose that's not quite right, but uptrends possibly, but not an actual meme trend or whatever it is. So without further ado, we'll have a quick look at Bitcoin, and we are in a weekend, obviously, so slightly more unpredictable action. But as far as the chart is concerned, it seems relatively okay to me. All the way up, consolidation, kind of at a high level. We mentioned this on a video the other day about how we got to about a 95 read on the money flow index, usually marking a particular toppy kind of vibe. Lots of FOMO going into here, but since then the money flow index has sank all the way down to about 29.30, and the price action is kind of relatively leveled out. Doesn't mean that it can't come down though. I mean, I would still be in favour of it coming down to possibly around 60,000. If we break 60,000, then we get one more last dip that could even take us to around about 56. Maybe a wick a little lower, but I'll be very surprised to see it go break down from that level. But obviously you got to be prepared for these things. And as we approach what I consider to be the latter part of the bull market, getting ready for a bull run specifically for Bitcoin, but altcoins as well. But Bitcoin I think is going to start to really pick up pace soon, and it will be Bitcoin season. And altcoins will probably go up, but it will be Bitcoin season. So forget your alt season for now. It'll be Bitcoin season. I think we're brewing that kind of a move. I'm pretty confident in it actually. And so any kind of dip, I know people look at Bitcoin and go, but it's Bitcoin doesn't move. I want to make millions. Well, yeah, I suppose everyone wants to make millions, but it's about being consistent and rotated into what is likely to be the better performer. Anyway, rambling already. We're supposed to be talking about ICP. So at the moment, Bitcoin holding on to the 21 exponential moving average, which is about 60,467. Like I say, we can entertain a further dip down from there, but and it still be okay. But for the moment, that's a decent place for it to catch bounce from, and we could easily just bounce from that level and be supported on that level. Let's have a look at ICP. So we've got both Bitcoin and Tether pairing charts. I prefer to use the Tether pairing chart. The Bitcoin paired chart on ICP. It's the one I'm trading. I'm only looking to double my investment here with the amount of Bitcoin that I put into it. And like I say, it was a sizable investment, so it's not like I do these things lightly. I chose ICP specifically because it was a high market cap coin with a lot of liquidity, so I can have my orders filled both ways, without having to suffer sort of market buys. I could have my limit orders filled for large orders, which, like I say, this is a large order. This was a large order. I think historically this stands to be the largest order I've ever put through of anything. So like I say, it was a big deal for me. And so far we do have signs of a bottom forming. So you can see there's a difference here looking at the ICP BTC and ICP USDT. So you could look at the USDT one and go, we're reclaiming all these moving averages. We came all the way into this cloud. We're being supported on the Green 50 exponential, which is good. Those sort of things show signs of more than just strength. We do have, if we just have a look at the 4-hourly chart, a strengthening trend as well, an incoming potential golden cross if we can just remain above $47. All of that, very good stuff really. It is all very good stuff. But again, there's no uptrend yet. We've got upwards price action, but no real strength of trend has formed. And again, this is always the problem when you're buying the bottom of something. It's, you're making an educated guess that a bottom has been formed. I made the educated guess based on bullish divergence on the daily chart, with this price action making lower lows and lower highs, and the opposite taking effect on the RSI. The MACD basically slowly snaking back up, giving us enough room to actually finally take off if we can do that. And again, this area here, this Ichimoku cloud is an area of resistance, and from bottom to top is a 28% move. It's quite a long period to break through. However, end of November, that kind of dissipates to more or less the price action that we've been testing this kind of time. So we can accumulate at this level, and we can dance around this level, which is what usually bottom buys are all about, basically accumulation at low levels, waiting for the power to just basically break it out, which to me looks like the end of November into December, very much in line with a lot of other things, including Bitcoin as well. Actually, all kind of points to that kind of time frame. So again, I'm in favour of this one working out. I'm very confident in it. It's nice to see that there is signs of life. But if we have a look over here on the Bitcoin pairing, we see that it's a slightly different story. The Bollinger Bands have been tightening, which usually means we're getting ready for some kind of break. And we've got the break, and we've got the break to the up, which is what we want to see. First major level of resistance, the 50 exponential and the 50 simple moving average, basically is where we got our rejection from yesterday. That's no problem at all. That's absolutely no big deal, because we've got very tight Bollinger Bands. It's going to be difficult for us to continue to expand out of here with such a tight range, and also with this mega resistance above us to get rejected from. It's very, very clear that was most likely to be the case to get a rejection. We look over here towards the end of November to December. We are talking a much larger range versus Bitcoin and its sats to get a breakout. We're talking about 1,000 sats really. So again, I do expect this to work out, but like I say, you are buying the bottom, and in order to buy bottoms you have to break through many levels of resistance. But the bullish divergence still in play, has been on both Bitcoin and the Tether pairing, so in that respect I'm very much in favour of this one actually working out. But I'm not a financial advisor, so I don't just go following my trades or anything. Like I said, I made a big call on this one, and it's not because I think it's going to outperform everything and go to $1,000 or whatever you might see people calling on Twitter. It's a simple trade for me. I'm just looking to double my investment, the amount of Bitcoin that I put into this, in what I hope to be a relatively short trade of maybe about 6 weeks to 2 months or so. It might not work out that way, but so far it is working to an extent. But again, it's a bottom buy. Bottom buys can be really annoying until they really pick up pace. And again, this could easily go more than 100%. I'm talking sats, obviously. Easily do more than 100% sats. But for me, it's just a means to an end. I want to double the amount of Bitcoins that I put into this one trade, and I chose it not just because of the what it appears to be at a low with bullish divergence brewing, but also because it's a highly liquid asset. It shouldn't take much for me to get my profit taken out of this without having to like I say, get stuck in order books or create giant sell walls or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with you there, but thank you for watching, guys. Hope you have a nice weekend. I'm doing the Patreon live stream tonight for everyone who's a member. If you're not a member, you could join up. We do 2 live streams a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I'll see you all there tonight at 8 o'clock. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.